Greetings, Eric Bakker, the naturopath from New Zealand. Thank you for coming back. We're going to talk about pooping. Okay, not a very nice word, but going to the toilet, having number 2 or a bowel motion. Okay, how do you increase that? How do you get that working? So many people are constipated. It's incredible. Basic things will get the bowel working. I don't care how long you've had a problem with the bowel for, you can fix it up. Okay, unless it's like a serious problem, you've had surgery on there, or you've got maybe some tumors in there, or there's something wrong, anatomically. But that's not generally the case, in my opinion. Clinically, most people with a problem who can't go to the toilet properly can fix that up with basic things. All right, but you have to do these basic things right. There's nothing worse than not being able to go to the toilet, or going too much, or having pain or hemorrhoids from preventing you from doing that. So let's look at some 8 things. If we start with the first one, it's a really basic one, is when you get up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? Apart from go to the internet, okay? It's to drink a glass of water, all right? It really makes a difference. Just that one glass of water when you get up, all right? Preferably start drinking water in the morning, and as you get used to that more and more, add a tiny little bit of lemon juice to it, and eventually you can put the juice of a half a lemon in, a full, like 8 or 10 ounces, and then just slowly drink that in the morning. That's one of the best things you can do when you wake up, all right? Because it's real cleansing on the stomach and on the digestive system. It's a great way to get the liver and the bowel activated and to get that bowel motion started. Point 2, lemon juice, as I mentioned, and olive oil. Those are the 2 go-tos I find that most people really benefit from. A little bit of bitter with the lemon helps to stimulate enzymes, but also detoxification, and the olive oil, which is superb for getting that bowel working, especially if you're passing out small, hard, like sheep-like pellets where you can't poop at all. Now you might be thinking, oh, I can't have oil, it makes me sick, or can't drink it, or, well, thousands of Greeks and Italians can't be wrong. Start off just with a tiny little bit of oil on some food, all right, if you're not used to that. Many people eat dry. They don't eat really enough oil in their diet. Olive oil is proven to be one of the best things you can include in your diet, especially EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. So, 1/4 teaspoon on a piece of broccoli or a potato or something like that, and slowly build it up until the mouth doesn't feel funny when you have the oil in it by itself. Okay, I've got about 10 different types of olive oils. I drink them like water. I love them. There's fruity ones, there's ones that you've got peach flavors, and you've got sort of more earthy ones. And so olive oils are a little bit like wines. There are so many types and varieties, and you'll find one that you like. You can get them with lemon infused and with herb infused. But yeah, try the extra virgin. And now I can smell and taste an oil and know usually pretty well if it's a crappy oil or a good oil. I think last night we had avocado oil on a salad. But yeah, the oils, when you include those in your diet regularly, you'll find the bowel motions will get softer and softer and much easier to pass out. All right. The third one, alcohol. Every time you drink alcohol, you mess up the gut. There's no doubt about it. The bowel motions can become quite loose. You can get bloating. You can get gas. You can also get constipation. Okay, especially if the liver gets flabby. Poke your tongue out and have a look at your tongue. If you see the edges a bit wavy or scalloped or a bit flabby, the tongue could mean that your liver's not happy. Tongue gets a bit fatter, right? Especially first thing in the morning. Check it out. Less alcohol, more water. All right? Simple. Now, not vodka, okay? Because vodka looks like water, but it's alcohol. The other one is caffeine, of course. So that's also in point 3. The alcohol and the caffeine, they both affect the bowel adversely. So if you've got a bad constipation problem, you've got to nail these 2 things as much as you can. All right. Number 4, watch out for animal fats in your diet. With keto craze these days, people are tending to eat a lot more meat, but especially a lot of fat in their diet. Now, fat can really cause constipation problems for some people, especially pork fat. Okay, lots of fat. So again, cut back on that type of fat and see what happens. Go for the plant fats like the olive oil, and go less for the animal fats. Right? Point number 5, you've got to walk more. That one's empty. That's better. Walking. When you walk, you massage the bowel. The colon in particular really benefits from movement. So I've yet to meet a person who walks every day who can't poop. I've never met one. Every person I know with a really bad constipation doesn't walk at all. And if they do walk, it's from the computer to the refrigerator, or the refrigerator to the car, and then back again, but not actually like around the block. Movement is paramount if you've got a bowel problem. All right? It really makes a difference. Point number, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Point number 6, eat more veg. Green veg in particular. Bulk up the stool. More fiber. Fiber will mean, okay, more bacteria. Better bacteria, less competition for bad bacteria, less bloating, less gas, easier elimination. So veggies are one of the most important parts to the diet. If you really want to have good, easy motions, if you want less hassle with hemorrhoids, easy stool passage, you can't go past green leafy veg, all right? We call them carrots and beans and broccoli and spinach and those sorts of things, leeks, and very, very good to eat. 7, chewing leads to, starts with a P, okay? You know what I mean. If you chew properly, you poo properly, right? And a lot of people, again, don't chew properly. Next time you guys go out for dinner or go out for lunch, just sit there and watch other people eat, and you'll see that half of them are in their cell phone when they're eating. The other half are eating really quick and looking at something else, but there's no interest really in the food, you know? So check it out. Slow down. Chew properly. I don't know how many times I've said that on these videos. It's such a basic concept. And that concept leads into the last one. You can't eat under stress or duration. You know, if you're upset, you're annoyed because you've lost your job with this COVID thing, you know, or you've got money hassles, or you've got boyfriend or girlfriend hassles, or you've got marriage hassles, or kid hassles, or whatever kind of hassles. These stresses affect your fight or flight mechanism, the stress mechanism. And what that does is it affects your bowel, okay? Everything slows down. Digestion's not required under stress. Even under low-grade stress, it can cause you to block up and be constipated. So the breathing, that slow, deep breathing helps to balance the fight or flight, okay, which is the counter of the fight or flight, is the rest and digest. So the rest and digest comes in with the breathing. And remember the digest part. When you digest properly, you eliminate properly. So when you're under stress, you're not going to eliminate properly. So that's 8 pointers for you on how to get that bowel working. Listen back to the video again on those 8 points, but I'll just fly through them really quickly so you remember them. First one is water on rising. Mandatory. Okay, you really want to do that. Don't drink cold beer when you get up or hot coffee. Drink water. Okay. Point 2, the lemon juice and the olive oil we discussed. Right? Point 3, less alcohol, more water. Oops, the dogs just heard me say that. They must go crazy. Less caffeine. Point 4, watch out for the animal fats with the ketone. Okay. Point 5, you got to walk more. Point 6, eat more veg. Point 7, chewing leads to pooing. All right. 8, stress. All right. So I'll leave you with that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a newbie. Thanks for tuning in.